Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders taking on Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the New Orleans Saints. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now we see quarterback Drew Brees and his New Orleans offense set to go on attack here for the first time.
When you think of accuracy, you might as well think of Drew Brees because he owns 5 of the 6 best completion percentages in a single season in NFL history. And it feels like he's done them all in 5 of the last 6 seasons. Like Tom Brady, he thinks he can go until he's at least 45, loves playing the game, takes great care of his body, and despite missing 5 games with a thumb injury last year, showed his toughness and came back and threw 27 touchdown passes against just 4 interceptions.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Brees. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Brees going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll let this, and got his man complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Well, here we go. The new era of Raider football in Las Vegas begins now. And after all the talk, it will be Derek Carr who leads the silver and black out for their opening drive in their new desert home.
Sometimes I wonder if we're just not looking at Derek Carr and evaluating him the correct way, because this guy's been incredibly reliable. Only 2 missed starts in 6 seasons with the Raiders. His completion percentage topped 70% last year. The only one higher, Drew Brees in New Orleans. The problem, though, it hasn't translated into wins. They move the ball up and down the field, but they don't score enough touchdowns. Derek Carr hoping to remedy that in 2020.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. I mean, what do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Throw over the middle, taken in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked out of it really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. It's a screen to Richard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the 1st round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
This returnable for Harris. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that 1st drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a 1st down. Throwing on first down is Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 5 catches, 80 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Breeze leads this one with Kamara. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. Now a man who began with the Raiders, it's Latavius Murray. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 2nd down and 4. Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Well, a pass complete here to Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Good catch there by Emmanuel Sanders, and he's exactly who you want in your locker room and who you want on your team. He can integrate into an offense quickly. He joined the San Francisco 49ers at midseason last year and had a huge impact in their run to a Super Bowl. He's a veteran receiver that everyone respects, and yes, he can still play.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Drew Brees, his 2nd touchdown pass here in the opening quarter of this game. And the Saints add on to their lead.
As the calendar keeps turning, I always hope that someone tells me that I get better with age. But Jared Cook is absolutely doing that. 33 years old back in April, had a career-high 9 touchdown catches last year in just 14 games, and that was second only to Mark Andrews of the Ravens. Jared Cook, a Pro Bowler after the 2019 season.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's Jared Cook who finishes it off with a touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Jalen Richard now on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Carr. And his throw is incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, what the problem there?
Yeah, fun on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. A give. This is Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
10 more there and another 1st down. On 1st down, Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. That's caught at the 3. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll try and run it in with Burton. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Mike Burton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race. plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. That time a 6-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll throw from the gun. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Well, throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's got this down to the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. 21-0 our score after one. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers...
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mike Burton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Carr. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. 2nd and 8. Now Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. And the former first pick in the 2nd round of the 2001 draft doing his thing.
And the beauty of watching him play is progressions. Yeah, he can throw it deep, but how about his ability to hit secondary targets, underneath targets, and hits them with accuracy?
They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Carr gonna throw. And there's the first NFL catch for Henry Ruggs. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Carr now on first down.
When you struggle out of offense, you're looking for...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Carr. That's into the hands of Edwards. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw his Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Flush to his right. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Bryan Edwards, but it'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. He is putting on a show in this 2nd quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time. Here's Jacobs, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Carr. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? The windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped.
A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game. Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking long for Thomas. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. From midfield, here's Carr. And a slant hold in by Ruggs. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards, a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. Breaks through the contact. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Carr completes it. A good pickup of 6 there on first down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here, I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. So that'll back him up 5. The full start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Again, it's Carr. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 21 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Here's Emmanuel Sanders now as he and the rest of the offense march back onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guy's trying to cover him. They haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. On play action, it's Carr. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Carr now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Carr, flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing his Carr on third down, escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 11 there on 4th and 10. Didn't get it by much, but it is a first down. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing again on second down. Carr. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target. And now it's second down. To throw again. Carr. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. On third down, Carr eluding the pressure right. Fourth down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here. Carr to throw for it on fourth down. Flush to his right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Raiders trying on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Saints will have the football back. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversions. Now Brady's lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted first and goal at the 5-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free. And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for, but it'll be second and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Here's Jacobs, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, as the first half is winding down, and the Raiders get a score closer. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter. Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second.
Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where you see the final score there. Mitchell Trubisky, 3 touchdown passes as his guys move to 2-0 on the young season. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And as you see, they were winners earlier this afternoon. 20-13, the final score. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Baker Mayfield, 3 touchdown passes as his guys bounce back from the defeat on opening weekend. In our game, it was the right arm of Drew Brees that led the way in the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Here comes Richard on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now Derek Carr, he is the focus of our player spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Escaping the pressure right. Reception here by Rose. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. This pass from Carr taken in by Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Carr. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends on the Jalen Richard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. A reminder, Charles and I will make the trek here from the Silver State of Nevada to the Sunshine State of Florida as Thursday Night Football is an all-Florida affair. The Dolphins and the Jaguars from Jacksonville with coverage at 8:20 Eastern on EA Sports. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll start with a give to Kamara. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes it hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
From the 45 on second down. Breeze on the check down. He finds Kamara. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that'll push the lead up to 17. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr will find his running back here, Richard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Carr going to throw.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Carr again. Over the middle, complete. That's Edwards. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Bryan Edwards with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders get a score closer.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone, and we will not see a run back here from Harris. The New Orleans offense set to take over. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And Thomas has it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Again, it's Kamara. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
On 1st down, Carr. And that's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down, Richard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing now is Carr. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he's done here in this one so far. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun now for Brees. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Brees. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Brees. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now Brees on 3rd down. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Raiders heading out to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. The Saints say they have it, and they do. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Following the fumble recovery, Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Harris to return. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again here, the Saints and Drew Brees march out there again on offense. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. On 2nd and 11 now. Brees. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. To throw again. Carr. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw, and he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
This returnable for Harris. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Bree's going to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Trying to improvise, and he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Carr now on 1st down. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Carr, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down, and he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. On 3rd down, Richard, and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Shotgun now for Carr. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Carr gives to Richard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Bryan Edwards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Carr now to throw. It's a screen to Richard. And this thing gets blown up well behind the line of scrimmage, but the marker is down on the field. Who's this against? So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. As he appeared to be looking for the corner, he got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big play there out of Kamara. 48 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Breeze here finding Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 25. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down. Second and 5 now. Breeze. This will be caught just inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 2 veterans, Breeze to Sanders there for a Saints first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Breeze. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Saints add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Flushed out right. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. So after the INT, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To throw is Breeze. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And the lead is now 24. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing again on second down. Carr, and it fires one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. He finds an opening past the 40. Aguilar has it. He's at the 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Nelson Aguilar. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. But still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a three-possession game and all but put things to bed. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Kamara. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 8 yards there. 1st down, New Orleans. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 10-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Ready? You ready?
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.